Hello, and today we are going to look at constructions. So first of all, you should all have had purchased already a compass, a protractor, and a ruler. You can conveniently get all of these in this fancy geometry set, which I have right here for your reference. Just open the guy up here. And this is what we'll be using here. This is our compass. This is a rather sharper one here, so do be careful. But the compass works in that it allows us to make perfectly accurate arcs and circles that are going to be consistent. Now, one very important thing to note with compasses, always leave your marks, okay? When you're making a construction, you always want to leave a mark. Now, we call these constructions because they are very precise. They are more precise than just drawing something freehand. And this is the way that very precise drawings have been drawn for hundreds of years. Now, the first thing I want to do is to make a congruent segment with my ruler and my compass. So the first thing I'm going to do is I will need to make a segment that this is going to be congruent to. So I'm going to draw on here just a simple line, like so. And here's how this is going to work. I'm going to take my compass, and I've got my sharpen that has no mark on it. I'm going to plant that down. And I'm going to stretch the other end just so it goes right to the edge of the line segment. Now I've got this length is fixed. I'm not going to move this. This is locked in. It's one of the nicer things about this compass is that it is, once it's locked in, it's very tough to move it. Be careful if your compass is a little bit more slidey. So once I've got the fixed length, I can plant down the part without the pencil in it. This side has got a pencil in it, so it will mark. And I'm just going to move it back and forth a little bit there, so I get a nice arc. And also I've got my starting point there, which I should have marked beforehand. So mark your spot beforehand. So notice how we start at that point there, goes all the way over to here, and here's the awesome part. If we connect the point where we set the compass down on, to the edge of the arc, notice I've got exactly 2.5 inches right there. So I go back up to my original mark, and I've got 2.5 inches. So practice this again yourself. Here, let's do it one more time. Make a segment. We can even do this one a little bit shorter here. We can do one that is exactly 1 inch long. And then we're going to mark a spot here to plant the edge of the compass down on, the sharp part. I set the compass to be exactly the distance of that line segment. I pick up the sharp part right there, plant it down right on the point we just made. I can make an arc. And draw from the ruler to the arc. And we'll see that just like the first segment up there, this one is also exactly 1 inch long. So there you go. And remember to always leave your marks, okay? Don't erase anything. Just like I left my pencil marks on here from when I was making my arcs, you can leave those. That shows that they were made by construction. These are things that I'm going to be looking for when I'm evaluating your construction, so leave them there. You don't need to use Sharpie or pen. You can do everything in pencil. In fact, I recommend that. All right, so practice this a little bit on your own, and tomorrow in class I'll answer any questions and we'll go over it together. Have a good evening.